Hey everyone! So if you're even thinking about real estate in Connecticut right now, you know the market feels, well, intense. But what's actually happening behind all the headlines? Today, we are going to break it all down, using the latest data to give you a clear, unfiltered look at the entire state.
Okay, let's just dive right in. We're going to start with the big statewide picture, just to get our bearings. Then we'll get into the fun part, a county-by-county showdown to see where the action is really the hottest. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with what this actually means for you, whether you're looking to buy or sell. So, let's do this. First up, let's take that 30,000-foot view. You see, to really get the local story, you have to start with the statewide numbers. And believe me, they are pretty impressive.
Just let that number sink in for a second. $1.73 billion. That's how much real estate changed hands in Connecticut in just the last reporting month. It's a massive amount of activity, and it's actually up almost 3% from this time last year. So, what's the price of admission to get in on all that action? Well, the median sale price for the entire state is now sitting at $420,000. And that's a solid 5% jump from last year, which tells you prices aren't just staying flat. They are definitely still climbing. And here's the kicker. If you're selling, how long are you going to wait? Yeah, not long. The median time a house is on the market is just 22 days. I mean, blink and you'll miss it. This is a huge sign of a super fast-paced market where buyers have to be ready to pounce. But here's the thing. Those big statewide numbers, they only tell part of the story. To really understand what's going on, we have to zoom in. Because Connecticut isn't just one market. It's like a collection of really different little markets. And that's where things get super interesting. So this is the big question, right? Where is it the most expensive to live? Where are homes selling in the blink of an eye? And where are the bidding wars the most insane? Let's break it down.
Wow. Okay, this table says it all. Just look at the range here. In Fairfield County, you're looking at a median price over $600,000, but in Hartford, it's closer to $350,000. And get this, a house in Tolan County is gone in 12 days, while in Litchfield, it's a much more relaxed 39 days. These are not small differences, folks. They are absolutely dramatic.
So before we go any further, let's talk about that days on market thing, or DOM. Just think of it like the market's heartbeat. A low number, like that 12 we see in Tolan, means the market is in an all-out sprint. A higher number, like Litchfield's 39, is, more of a steady jog.
And you can really see that difference in pace right here. On one side, you've got Tolan County, where homes are just flying off the market in under 2 weeks. It's crazy. But on the other end, Litchfield County gives you a lot more breathing room. This really shows you the totally different sense of urgency across the state.
Let's give these markets some personality because the numbers really do tell a story. And when it comes to price, Fairfield County is without a doubt the heavyweight champion of Connecticut real estate.
And here are the numbers to back that up. A single-family home in Fairfield County, a median price of $700,000. Now compare that to Middlesex at $485,000 or Hartford County way down at $380,000. The price you pay is just worlds apart depending on where you decide to look.
So where are the bidding wars the most brutal? The data points to a really clear winner here, and it might not be who you think. While Fairfield has the sky-high prices, Tolan County is like the scrappy underdog where demand is just on fire. Homes there are selling, on average, for 3.6% over the asking price. That's a huge sign of intense competition among buyers.
So it's pretty obvious that these counties have totally different personalities. Let's zoom in even more and put two of the most different markets, Fairfield and Hartford, head-to-head.
This slide really sets the stage perfectly. So, in one corner, you've got Fairfield County. It's known for those super high prices, but also historically for having more homes to choose from. And in the other corner, Hartford County. Way more affordable, but that comes with some seriously fierce competition for whatever's available.
Now looking at the price journey in Fairfield County, you can see it's been a bit of a roller coaster. It peaked last summer at a staggering $875,000 for a single-family home. Now it's settled back down to around $700K. But that kind of up and down swing is a classic feature of this high-end market.
And now, look at the complete opposite with Hartford County. You see any wild peaks and valleys here? Nope. Instead, what you see is a much steadier, more consistent climb up to its current median of $380,000. It's really a tale of stable growth versus high-stakes gambling.
But wait, inside every county, there's another huge dynamic going on. The difference between single-family homes and condos.
And condos, they offer a much more affordable price tag, acting like a really important on-ramp into some of the state's priciest markets.
And there's no better place to see this than in Fairfield County. Just look at how huge that gap is. While a single-family home is $700,000, the median condo is $390,000. That is a difference of over $300,000. It basically opens the door for a completely different group of buyers.
Okay, so we've thrown a lot of data at you, but it really all boils down to one simple question. What does any of this actually mean for you? Let's break down the key takeaways.
All right, sellers, listen up. The message from all this data is crystal clear. It is an amazing time to be on the market. Demand is through the roof, homes are moving at lightning speed, and pretty much all the conditions are in your favor. The number one thing for you is pricing it right, especially in those expensive areas like Fairfield, so you can really get the most out of this market.
And for you buyers, the name of the game is preparation. You have got to be ready for competition and have all your financing lined up so you can move fast. And like we've seen, don't be afraid to broaden your search. Looking at different counties or maybe checking out a condo could be your golden ticket into the market.
And all of that leaves us with one final, pretty big question. We're seeing this incredibly fast, high-priced market that's been going strong for a while now. So, is this just a phase, a market cycle, or are we actually looking at the new normal for real estate here in Connecticut? I guess only time will tell.